have absolutely no idea what I'm doing in Disney World today. I've got some pins, I've got some time, and I've got a list of goals, so I'm letting pin trading decide my day. We're here in Magic Kingdom and I'm super excited. We're trying something brand new today. If you don't know what Disney World pin trading is, we are going to get into it and we're gonna let it decide our literal entire day. But the first thing we need is some pins. So we're gonna head straight into the Emporium. Okay, we've gone ahead and stepped inside the Emporium, which is, I'd say, easily the biggest store in Magic Kingdom. It's right here at the front on Main Street, and we're gonna find their pin wall. Now there's gonna be pins, as we're gonna discover, all around Disney World, but I have some pins with me, which I'm gonna show you because I have a really cool bag today, which I'm excited about. But I don't want to trade any of the pins I brought. I will tell you, honestly, I can't find my traders right now at my house. So we're buying some. I'm very excited about it. We're gonna do it in a really fun way. So this is what a good, lovely, trusty pin wall looks like. If you've never started pin trading and you want to start with an entire set, meaning 4 pins and a lanyard, these are awesome choices. So they have starter sets all around Disney World. They're about $44.99. But luckily, we don't need all this today. I have a different solution, but there's tons of cutie options. They have different sets. And if you don't want to trade them, you just want these cool Star Wars pins, just get the cool Star Wars pins. But not our goal today. Although I have been pin shopping all weekend because I love some good pins. Really, let's see. I really want the Stitch Mystery Bundle, but again, these are not ones I think I would want to trade. So we're gonna start with one of the mystery pouches and we're gonna grab some traders. So these are all locked up. I don't have to ask for some help, but that's totally fine. Basically, mystery pouches are these. You don't know what's inside. Some of them you can tell like they're sets of things, and then some of them are complete blind bags. I'm going in completely blind, and I'm very excited about it. I got it, I'm very excited. I just went ahead and asked Miss Linda, the lovely cast member, to grab whichever pin pouch. So this is the one I went with. It's $17.99. I believe there's 2 in here, which can be a pretty good deal if you've never traded before. But it looks like it could be, yeah, 2 randomly selected pins. So that's what we're going with. I'm gonna mobile checkout, which you can do on the My Disney Experience app. I really like it. It's very helpful and it lets you skip the long lines. Merchandise checkout. We're at the Emporium. Scan an item. Okay. Yeah, so it's $18. If you have any discounts, I have an annual pass discount. It's gonna be $14.39, which for 2 pins, not bad. I'm so excited. Okay, we bought our pins. And then we have a QR code that I'm just gonna go scan at the exit and they're gonna let us out with our pins and we're gonna start finding out what we have. We're gonna start trading. Okay, so here's our pins. We have goals for the day. We're not just pin trading willy-nilly. No, we got things we gotta do. My ultimate goal is to go really around Disney World's original park, Magic Kingdom, and try to complete this list of things that we have, these achievements I want to do. And we're going to talk about what pin trading is, like slow your roll if you've never heard of it. We're going to get there. But really, I want to attempt 4 rides, 3 characters, 2 shows, a meal, and a snack. We might start doing this and realize that's not possible, that's not happening. But it's what we're going to try to do. So we're going to unbox our lovely little pins, and we're going to see what happens. I'm very excited. I'm also making a vlog for social media. If you guys don't follow us on AllEars.net, you should. I'm gonna get my 2 cameras set up. Okay, we're gonna blind bag unbox. Oh my gosh, can you see? Villain, Fantasia. I can't think of his name. What's his name? I know his name. He's the most evil villain of all the villains, and he's the main villain in Kingdom Keepers, which I have read. And he takes over Phantasmic very early on in the series. I cannot think of his name. I'm sorry, fake Fantasia fan right now. But this one's really cool. It's a hidden Disney pin. This is the 5th of the series. And there's even a little, I don't know if you can see it. This is a little diamond hidden Mickey right here. It's a part of the series, which is really cool. And then there's a hidden Mickey on the front. I'm gonna look up his name. because I'm a fake fan in the heat and I can't remember. Full transparency, full honesty. Okay, let's grab our second one. Okay, can't see it. Okay, can you see it? Oh my gosh, no, look! It's a little Ariel Mickey hat. That's so cute. Okay, I don't want to trade it. Oh my gosh, trade it. That's super cute. Okay. I can't think of his name. It's gonna bug me. I'm gonna have to look it up and I'm gonna be so mad at myself when I remember it. I'm loyal. I'm not trying to be funny. The name I keep thinking to myself is Bartholomew. That's not his name. That's not, whose name is that? No one's. Bartholomew. Chernobog. I'm mad at myself and I knew that. I promise I knew that. I knew it because of the Kingdom Keepers. It's fine. Good thing there's no like Chernobog ride. I'm very excited. These are two very random different pins. And we're gonna go pin trade. I don't know if you guys have ever heard me talk about pin trading before. I do it very casually, but I love displaying my pins. I'm more of a pin collector, if that makes sense. And I found this really cute bag where the window here in the front is see-through and you can unzip it. I'm doing this poorly. You can unzip it and slip out this like board to keep your pins on, which I really love. It means you're not damaging the bag at all, but you can like safely display your pins without worrying that they're gonna fall off. My thing is I've always put them on like fanny packs, which I love. I love putting them on fanny packs, but they always end up, I get nervous that they're gonna fall off, and I bought the permanent pin backs, but they just kind of ruin the fanny pack. Like once you put a pin on a fanny pack, it has dozens of holes in it. So I really loved this. It's also massive and has this little guy right here, which is where I'm going to be putting our traders so I can easily get to them throughout the day. You can put whatever you want in here, but I think that's super cute. And it's huge. And there's tons of stuff in here and I have tons of room. So I just wanted to show y'all that because I don't know, I was very excited about this find. There are tons of Disney official pin bags that are massive and I really love them, but sometimes they feel a little bit expensive, and I really like this one because I can just, if I don't want it to be a pin bag, I can just kind of take that out and use it without that. It's easy, it's flexible, I don't lose my pins. I was very excited about that, and I thought maybe if you're watching a pin trading video and you like to pin trade, you'd also be excited. The fact that this was like $20-something, 20, 30, very, very cool. I loved it. This sounds like a really big, long AllEars style plug. It is and it isn't. It is in the sense that you can find this bag there, but I just was very excited about it. I wanted to show y'all, but now we're gonna keep going because our first pin of the day was Ariel! I'm very excited. And Chernobog, not Bartholomew. On our way, I was gonna say, like, if you guys don't know what pin trading is, it's really fun. It's one of my favorite things. It started all the way back in 1999. So me and pin trading are pretty much the same. It is like its own little Disney tradition amongst Disney fans for a lot of people. Basically, it's the act, this is Disney's words, it's the act of buying and trading pins with like around Disney World with cast members and then even sometimes other guests if you want to. So basically, what we just did, we bought some pins, so that's the pin collecting side of things, and then what we're gonna do later is we're gonna start trading them. There's different pin boards. Sometimes cast members will have lanyards or little squares with other pins and you can trade with the cast members. It's just a really sweet kind of Disney World activity, and it's some of my favorite Disney souvenirs because they can get pricey, but all things considered, it's a pretty inexpensive souvenir and it's very tiny, so it doesn't matter in your luggage, which sometimes makes a world of difference. That's essentially what pin trading is. There are some rules and like things to keep in mind, which we'll get into, but we made it to our first ride. So we're gonna head over here. This is Under the Sea, the Journey of the Little Mermaid, or Journey with the Little Mermaid. It's a really, for me, very like nostalgic ride. It's not been around all that long in Disney World terms, but it's a slow moving dark ride. You kind of go through the story of Ariel and it's just sweet. I love it. I think it's a lot of fun. I also will say I don't think it's like a #1 must do, but typically it has semi-low wait times compared to a lot of things around the parks, and it's a great kind of middle of the day ride when rides are getting kind of packed because everybody finally woke up and made their way over to the parks. But it's not like a waste either, if that makes sense. Somebody's gonna like really love Ariel and feel offended by this, but I really love this ride. Looks like the wait's a little bit long though, which is crazy because it said 5 minutes. But maybe everybody and their mother saw that it said 5 minutes and we all ran here at the same time. Okay, luckily it was maybe 10 minutes. It was not long at all, which is the beauty of Ariel. Gotta love her. Okay, we made it on. Oh, and I've dropped the pin now 3 times. Okay, but here it is. Done our first adventure. So it's time to pin trade a little, which I'm very excited about. Now, we are right here and there's many places we could go. One of the rules of today is we can only trade at one time per cast member or per board. So a lot of times the DVC spots will have a pin board, so let's check in. Okay, I looked, I did not see any pin I was super excited about or one that I thought was worth trading for, which is what we are looking for today. Now let's talk about like how you know it's a real Disney pin, because there's a few ways to tell, and talk a little bit about the safety tips before we actually trade. So I kind of hedged it a little bit, but there are some rules. Only official Disney pins can be traded. That is one thing you need to remember. So you can't just have like any pin willy-nilly. You need to make sure it is an official pin. So the main like criteria when you're trying to figure out if a pin is tradable or not is basically it needs to have that little Disney trademark on the back. It also needs to have the official kind of Mickey pattern. Let me show you what it looks like. So it needs to have this little guy. This is the official Disney pin trading logo. Moving in it. Didn't focus. This guy. And then also see this Mickey pattern on the back. That is another way that you can kind of tell that it is a real Mickey pin. Now sometimes it's going to be a little bit hard because people are able to recreate this, but this is a pretty good way of figuring out if it's an official real Disney pin or not. It's like now a Disney cast member can tell you no. Just be aware of that. It does not happen a lot, but it is something they can say no to, because if it's not a real Disney pin, you're technically not allowed to trade it. So don't get too upset if that's what happens. You can also only trade one at a time for safety. Don't want to poke anybody. You need to ask cast members first. Don't touch anything without asking. If you need to look a little bit closer, they can bring it closer to you for a better view, but don't just touch without asking anybody. And I think that's actually a rule to live by in all of life. Another really good thing to kind of check out and consider before you trade is the pin condition. It needs to be pretty good. It does not need to be damaged or anything wrong with it. No scratches. That was a problem I saw actually on the DVC board just now. There was one that was really, really scratched up. So just make sure it's in good condition, and you kind of need to have a pin back on the back of it. One more thing is you do need to remember that guests can only trade 2 pins per cast member per board per day. Now our rule is 1, just to kind of make it a little bit tougher and more exciting as we're exploring around. But yeah, you can only do 2 per day, so remember that. So we started with our blind bag, and then for the rest of the day, we're just going to be trading with mainly boards and cast members. No guests, but if you want to trade with other guests, you can. Not most people, like most casual Disney pin traders, are not looking to trade with guests, but you never know. If you want to try that, you can. Now, not every cast member wears trading lanyards or trading little pockets. So I typically trade with boards if I can help it, but that's just because I'm a little awkward and I don't always know what to say. But all you have to say is, hey, can I see your lanyard? And then they'll show you your lanyard. And if you don't see anything you like, just go, oh, okay, thank you. And then you can move on. Doesn't have to be anything too crazy. A lot of times the stores have good pin boards, so we're gonna head into 100 Acre Goods, see what we can find. Came into 100 Acre Goods. I don't see a pin board, but I'm gonna ask if one of the cast members went in. I'm gonna see what we can find. Could I trade for the Goofy, please?
The Goofy one, alright.
Let me grab.
This one, the bag gonna come with it. You gotta trade with the people. There you are.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
We did our first trade, and it went well, and it was with a cast member. So she had a Goofy pin, So typically I will say like check the back before, but I got excited. But we got lucky. The logo's back there, it has the pattern. But this is him. This is Goofy, so I guess we're gonna go meet Goofy. He doesn't really have a ride, but luckily we're actually pretty close to his meet and greet because it's back here in the Storybook Circus area, which is part of Fantasyland. So we're gonna go meet Goofy here in Pete's Silly Sideshow. It says it's a 35-minute wait. We're gonna see, hopefully, typically the boys here go a little bit faster. Hi. You can meet Daisy and Minnie on the left side, and then on the right side, you can meet Donald and Goofy. This is one of my favorite meet and greets in Magic Kingdom just because the lines do get a little bit long. However, they typically feel a little bit more worth it to me because it's 2 characters. You can decide if that's true or not, but that's my girl math for the day. Hi, Goofy. How are you? We take some pictures together. I'm pin trading today, and I found a really cool Goofy pin, which led me here. Do you want to check it out? Perfect. Thank you. It's this one right here. It's super cute, and it made me think I have to come by and see you. You like it? Perfect. Thank you, friend. Y'all. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. Okay, this is an editor note, and then this is also this is also for you guys, because I just realized the last like 4 clips I filmed were in slow-mo. I don't know how it got to slow-mo. I don't know what happened. I guess my hand hit it, but to catch you guys up and to I feel like a clown. I found a pin board in Storybook Circus. We met Goofy, he kissed our pin, it was very good. It took a while. That was a long line. Skipping over all the slow-mo videos, I traded a pin, which is on camera, in extra slow-mo, and I got a teacup. So this is my teacup, and I noticed that I really kind of messed up on my way to ride the teacups. So it's our next ride, and everything else I said, probably not important. They're literally like 10-minute long clips because I talked for so long and it was in slow-mo. It's fine, it's fine. At least I noticed it now and not at the end of the video. It's fine. So we're gonna ride the teacups. I pin traded. Maybe you'll see a glimpse of that, maybe you won't. I'm sure you will because I brought it up and now it's the only evidence I have of that pin trade. We're gonna hop in line. It says 15 for teacups. I don't think it'll be quite that long. This is one of my favorite rides in Disney. You're gonna get in a teacup and you're gonna spin around. It is pretty straightforward. I'm really excited, and honestly, it's just gonna be tons of fun. And no slow-mo. No slow-mo. I don't even know how that happened, y'all. It was 5 minutes, not 15. Okay, I'm gonna go to the opposite side. So maybe this, no, actually, okay, no, the yellow one's open. Or is it? Or is the yellow one open? No, the yellow one's open. Okay. We're gonna hop on, and I'm really excited. Ow. I just hit my knee so hard it's gonna bruise. Ah, it's fine. This is the teacups, and there's a lot of knee in here. There's a lot of leg. I can't believe I hit it that hard. I had hoped I would be here today. Oh, I keep checking over and someone. We did it, we spun! 2 rides down. I'd love to try to do like a show or a snack next. We spent a lot of time in Fantasyland though, so I'm gonna walk towards Tomorrowland, see if we can find anything good. I honestly anticipate we're gonna spend quite a bit of time in Fantasyland because a lot of the characters that I'm seeing that I can make things work for are like classic Disney characters, and that's where you're gonna find them a lot of times in Fantasyland. But very excited. Okay, we're gonna attempt to go into Star Traders, see if we can find a good pin board. Okay, I think, can I trade for the Captain Hook, please? We traded this time. I went with Captain Hook, and that might seem a little weird. However, you can find Captain Hook in like 3 places here. You can find him in the show, in the parade, the main parade. I also walked right past the pin board, but I might look at the pin board because this is different than the cast member. I'm saying it now. Okay, you can find it. You can find him. I'm giving Doug energy today. I'm giving Squirrel. You can find him in the Festival of Fantasy Parade, which doesn't happen for another hour and a half, so not preferred. You can also argue that it's just a Peter Pan pin, so it could be a ride, probably not our preference. Or you can also find Peter Pan in Mickey's PhilharMagic, which is a show which we really need to get. So we're gonna use this as a Peter Pan pin. It's also very cute and I really like it. Thank you so much. I did go ahead and trade in Star Traders because I do have 2 and maybe I should have waited and I might take this back, but I found the sweetest Dole Whip pin and we need a snack too. And maybe, again, I might take it back later, but I couldn't resist. So I'm gonna go watch Mickey's PhilharMagic and then decide if this is fair. But really, we make the rules. So my rule is that that's fair because I have 2 pins to trade. Kind of where I'm at, kind of my head. And also, I want some Dole Whip. So I don't know. Okay, I've already mentioned this once, but I'm also vlogging this for social. And I feel like the Captain Hook is a little bit of a stretch for Mickey's PhilharMagic. So I'm gonna check one more pin board. Okay, I traded. I felt like, now we've got like 2 justifications for 1. But I went with this Minnie, okay? Because Minnie introduces Mickey for the Maestro Mickey Mouse PhilharMagic Orchestra. So we're still gonna watch the same thing, but now we've double justified it. And I'm worrying about rules that I made up, honestly, which is team anxiety. Luckily, we are right over here at Mickey's PhilharMagic because we traded on the pin board in Sir Mickey's. That's the pin board we traded at. So we can't go back to that pin board, but if we need to go back to a person, we can. One of my favorite shows in Magic Kingdom, Mickey's PhilharMagic. If you have ever heard me talk about this before, typically this one is not a must-do in Disney World. However, it is for me and mine. Me and my mom love this show. It is a 3D show, basically, where Donald kind of borrows Mickey's Sorcerer Mickey hat. And he and the magic of the hat kind of get stuck in stories. Stories like The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Peter Pan, which we've discussed. And I think it's very, very sweet. I really love it. You can sing along to a lot of these classic songs. However, a lot of people tend to skip this one. I can understand if you're not somebody who loves a 3D show. Probably not the one for you, but it is the one for me because I want to sing. So we're gonna grab our 3D glasses. We're gonna head inside the Opry and enjoy.
All right, put on your opera glasses because it's time to present Maestro Mickey Mouse and the PhilharMagic Orchestra.
Okay, we heard Miss Minnie talk to us in the PhilharMagic Orchestra, and now I'm gonna sneak in here and see what they have on this pin board inside, and to see fair. Can I trade for the cupcake, please? Team anxiety, we lost this one because I got nervous about the rules I've made up for the Dole Whip that I decided. I don't know what's wrong with me. However, I do think it's time for a snack. I decided instead of Dole Whip, which is gonna melt real fast on us, I found this. It's a cupcake. I think it's a very sweet Mickey themed cupcake. It is official. There they are, that lovely little pattern and that lovely little pin, I'm losing the word, that little trademark. Now I will say one thing I think is super cool is you can actually see the dates sometimes in the logo. So this one looks like it was made in 2011. So that's really neat. But yeah, let's go get a cupcake. And I think I want to get a cupcake. I love getting cupcakes in Storybook, but we've spent some time up there. So let's head towards the front, see what we can find. Maybe pin trade up there, check out the confectionery. I love a Disney cupcake, and it's been a little bit too long since I've had one. I just had Dole Whip last week, so I'm very excited about this, and I'm justifying all of my actions for why. I don't know. I know what I'm doing. So why am I doing this? I don't know. Editor's gonna cut. Looks like I got the parade time wrong, which is why we always say, even if you know the parade time by heart, check it, because sometimes it does shift depending on the time of year. Looks like it's at 2 today. So almost time, but we are gonna snack on a cupcake, which I'm so excited about, weirdly. I went ahead and mobile ordered, actually. Another really great thing that you can do on the My Disney Experience app that you can do for free. So I'm gonna be able to skip all the lines. I'm walking right into the confectionery, which is kind of like the bakery here at the very front of the park on Main Street. And I'm gonna chow down on a Mickey cupcake. There were 2, they both were holiday cupcakes. I ended up going with the Mickey pumpkin one, which you'll see soon. The thing that is great about the confectionery is that there are tons of kind of pre-packaged treats that 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna tell you, get the fresh treats, of course, which you can grab in the bakery case over here. But if you're on your way out and you're just really trying to do last minute souvenirs or something easy to take to people who maybe aren't Disney people, but you wanna bring them something back, this is a great place to do it. Also, if you like it, you can come and watch them make the treats fresh right here in this lovely window. And right now it looks like they're making the cake pops with the marshmallow Mickey ears. I love standing here when they do this. I got my cupcake. Okay, let's see what this buddy looks like. It's fine, I got a lot of napkins, as you should with any Disney World dessert. Let's take a gander. I went with the vanilla cupcake. They also had a chocolate one, which was Minnie Mouse, and then he has dark chocolate ears and green and orange icing, which I'm very excited to eat. Cheers. Delicious ear, of course. I had to get myself a fork. That's a spoon. I got myself a spoon. A little bit easier to eat. I love a Disney cupcake. It's just a cupcake. Okay, running inside a store to see if I can find a pin for the show. Okay, let's see if we can find anything in box office gifts. I'm really hoping. Oh, can I trade for the Elsa, please? Real fast, we're in the box office. And I found an Elsa pin. And guess who's in the parade? Elsa. But I need to go see her. She's past us. I need to catch her because they're almost gone. I see her and Anna. And we'll watch the whole parade and it'll count. Do you see them? Dang it. It counts. I'm making it count. Look. Elsa. And my Elsa pin. There goes Elsa. Bye. And now we're just gonna watch the rest of the parade without stress. Watch the end of the parade pass. The parade would have started at 2 today. It is 2:20 and it's the only parade of the day, so I'm really glad that we caught it, even though it added like undue stress. We caught it. And there's a lot of characters that's the only place you can see them in Magic Kingdom, or heck, a lot of Disney World, like Pinocchio, Jiminy Cricket. You're not just gonna be able to meet those guys just anywhere. Snow White and Seven Dwarfs, it's the only place you can see them. So it's a lot of fun. I think it's a really great parade. It's a little bit long. It's not that long, it's in the middle of the day, so the heat feels like it's a little bit strenuous. However, if you're anything like me and you're running behind and you realize the parade's about to start, but you've already missed part of it, come down to Main Street, and that way you really haven't missed any of it. I got over there at like 2:20, 2:15, and it was over by 2:20, 2:30, and it technically started at 2. So if you were running behind, come to Main Street. However, if you want to catch it as soon as it steps off and be finished with it so you can move on to your next thing, go over to Frontierland. That's where it starts, right by Tiana's Bayou Adventure. It's so much fun either way, and you get to see all the characters you love. And now, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my cupcake. I'm gonna step into Main Street Theater. I know that they have cast members with lanyards and pin boards and also pin shopping. So we're gonna see what we can find. I've checked the cast members. Let's see what's on the board. Fingers crossed. Oh, the Baby Yoda, cute. Doesn't look like a real one, but cute. Let's see, okay. I'm not seeing much that could work. However, if it looks like it's getting close to time, I could come back for the I'll Be Your Princess pin. I'm gonna check the next store over. I hear some Dan singing. Imagine it's not the Dapper Dans, it's just like regular men named Dan. I didn't see a pin board or cast members with pins there. It's okay. We're gonna keep looking. I'm gonna look even on the Center Street cart. Okay, I've checked 3 cast members, little lanyards, and I've not asked to film unless I thought maybe there was something. They've had such good pins and nothing that I can really make work, or it's all been for things we've kind of already done or characters we've seen. And they're so good. They're such good pins.
Hello.
Hi. It's not doing what I need her to do. And I'm resigning myself to the fact that I might need a trade for a Mickey pin. But Mickey's like a 45-minute wait right now, which is not ideal. But it's okay. We're gonna play it by ear. Pin trading is controlling my day. And I will say, one thing that's cool is if you are on Team Anxiety with me, it's not always the easiest to talk to people and have new experiences. So I like that it pushes me out of my comfort zone. But after a while of walking laps, it just feels like a lot. So maybe I'm giving up on Main Street. Maybe I'm just gonna go find a Mickey and go get in line for Mickey because I would like to go ahead and meet another character. But I'm not giving up hope. We're just changing direction. Okay, Miss Mulan. I just checked another pin board. Nothing. Mickey feels like an easy grab, so I wanted to try to be different. I might be grabbing Mickey. We're adventuring into Adventureland. We've not been over here yet today to see what we can find. I'm open to a Peter Pan. I believe Aladdin is gone for the day as well, but the Stepsisters might still be out. So maybe we can find a Cinderella-esque pin. We can meet Cinderellas. There's princesses. I'm seeing a pin. So we're gonna see. We're gonna look. I stared awkwardly at her side. No pins. Maybe the trading post has something we can use. We'll keep our eyes peeled. Hi, I'm just wondering if I could look at your pins.
Yeah, of course. I also have 2 trivia as well.
Oh, goodness. Okay, I'll try a trivia.
Okay. There are 2 Sallys in Disney movie history. Name the 2 movies that they're from.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yep.
1. I don't know the other one. I don't think I can get it.
Think Pixar.
Pixar. Oh, Lightning McQueen.
Yeah.
His girlfriend is Sally. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the hint.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm good. Thank
Okay,
you.
enjoy.
I'm gonna glance over here as well. That one is so cute. No cigar, but there was Mulan, and I find a lot of irony in that because Mulan has already done meeting for the day because I missed the window. So, irony. But that was a lot of fun, and we got to show a really neat experience that sometimes cast members will do. They don't do it a ton, but sometimes they will do trivia. So I got to play trivia. She asked me a question. There were 2 trivia pins, and then if I got it right, you can see, and if you don't get it right, you can't see. So I thought that was really cute. Unfortunately, it doesn't help us, but it was fun, and it was fun to show. Well, at this point, I have spent more time looking for a fun, unique pin than I would have spent in the line if I would have just met Mickey. I think we gotta throw in the towel for this character. But honestly, we need to meet 2 characters, so I really need to keep Mickey on the back burner. Okay. This is fine, we're fine. And if I have to park hop, I have to park hop. Like, that's not the end of the world. However, I was really hoping if you guys like this, we could make it a series. So I wanted to keep this one here so we could maybe do another one somewhere else. Maybe ye old Christmas shop will help us. It's crazy because I can just go back to Fantasyland and find something. But goodness, we spent so much time there. Ye old Christmas shop. Love it. Smells strange. Lots of Christmas. Thank you so much. Thanks. Okay. She had a Dale. And if I'm right, Chippendale should be meeting over here. However, I didn't check the times. So now I need to check Chippendale. Yes, who I think is gone for the day. No. They meet in 5. Chippendale, meet in 5. That's amazing. Okay, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go wait to meet Chippendale. Chippendale previously were meeting in Tomorrowland. Now they meet here, Rivers of America. I am feeling elation. Elation! I don't know how. I probably have looked at 1,100 bajillion characters today that I could have made work. And I just, brain not work. Sometimes brain not work. But you know what? It's fine because at least timing wise, this is working out well. Okay, Chippendale should be out any second. This is where they meet, right there. But I've made the executive decision to not show the pin to Chippendale because I just do not want Chip to be upset or feel left out. But here he is. So you guys know I have him. We know why we're here. I just don't want to hurt Chip's feelings. Hi, how are you guys today? Oh, so much. Hi, Chip. How are you? Thank you. Can we take some good pictures together? Okay, so 9 times out of 10 when I do the immediate, can we take some pictures like I just did? It's because I don't know what to say. And I had thought about things to say because honestly, I told y'all, I was like, I'm not gonna tell because I don't want to hurt Chip's feelings. Chip was playing Dale. He was absolutely playing Dale multiple times. However, you see those black clouds? Sometimes when characters meet outside, if it starts raining, obviously the characters have to go in. That's an every time situation. However, if you see a long line behind you and you can kind of tell that that's happening, unless it is just your #1 character, maybe just take your pictures and kind of go fast, have them sign your books. I wanted to make sure everybody got a chance in case it does start raining, so I went really fast. Just kind of being considerate for other people around you. It's a good time. It's a I don't know. I would want people to be considerate for me, so I try to be considerate for them. I'm also super glad that I went ahead and did an outdoor character now because if I have to meet Mickey for my last character today, he's at least indoors. It does seem like it's gonna rain. We still have 2 more rides and 1 more character and a meal. I don't really know what the heck we're gonna figure out for the meal, but we're gonna figure it out. It's gonna be fine in the ending. I'd like to go ahead and do 1 more ride, so then we're down to 1 per category, and then I don't know, and then we're gonna see. I'm gonna check the Liberty Square ticket office. There's typically some good finds in here because it's not always super busy. Big pin board in there. There was actually a really cool pin for the Marvels, which we saw earlier too, but there's no Marvels ride or attraction or food or anything here. So we're going back to Fantasyland. We've tried to search outside of Fantasyland. It's not been hitting as hard as Fantasyland. Now, I will say though, personally, this is probably the most I've ever pin traded, like just for a whole day. I do it very casually typically. So I'm learning a lot. For you guys who pin trade a lot, do you find that Fantasyland has the most pins? Is that typical, or am I just crazy? Both could be applicable. Both could be applicable. I'm gonna go back into Sir Mickey's. We've already pin traded with the board, so I'm gonna talk to cast members, see if we can find anything good. No luck, and that does not bode well for us, because we are getting into like a park hopping position, which again, I think I've just made weird, strange choices today. And that is true. I'm gonna check 100 Acre Goods again, see if there's anything, because I didn't trade here last time. So it's still open, and I'm hoping maybe I can find a Pinocchio something, because I've seen a few Pinocchio pins, and then I could do lunch in Pinocchios, which just occurred to me.
Okay, so what was Antonio's talent?
Antonio's talent. He can talk to animals, right? Okay. Oh my gosh, that is a gorgeous pin. Can I trade for that, please? Look at that. That is so good. And you know what? We can't meet any of the characters here, but you know who we can meet? Their family member Mirabelle, who I'm sure is going inside right now because it is about to thunderstorm. So I'm gonna still try to trade for Tiana because the cast member who has Tiana is still busy, but I just could not resist. And honestly, if I end up needing to trade more than 1 pin at a time, which we actually can't do for our challenge, so just kidding, we are keeping this really incredible cool pin. I got Tiana! We need to hurry, it's about 2:04. But that was 2 different cast members, so no rules broken. And I got Tiana! So we're gonna go meet Tiana! When I checked, it said Tiana is here. So we're gonna hop in line. It says visiting princess. I'll be so sad if it's not Tiana. But we're here at Princess Fairy Tale Hall, and we're gonna say hello to one of my favorite girls in the world. I'm eager to see how long the line is. Officially it said 30 on the app for Tiana specifically, and typically these lines do get pretty long for the princesses. You get to meet 2 though, so sometimes it's worth it, and at the very end of the day you're inside during most of this line, so at least AC. This line's looking pretty short. I just still hope it's Tiana, because the sign doesn't say Tiana, but the app did. Hello. Nice to see you too. Oh, thank you. Yes, lots of adventures today. I saw Flynn earlier. He was messing around, but it was a good time.
See with the ruffian friends?
Of course.
They're a lot nicer than they seem. I know those boys, and they're not so bad. They just have big dreams like you and me.
Exactly.
Are you living your dreams today too?
Oh, of course.
What was your
Always. Pretty much to meet you and Tiana.
Really?
So, dreams completed.
Part of your dream today?
Yes.
That means so much. Can I give
Of
you
course.
a hug?
Oh my gosh. Hello, Miss Tiana. How are you today?
Oh, I'm peachy keen. I'm always good when I get to see some good friends like you.
Very nice. I've been exploring, and I wanted to come see just you today. I was excited. Rapunzel was a bonus, but I was really excited to see you specifically. You just look wonderful, and maybe I'll have some beignets for you later.
You should.
I love those girls. They're my favorite girls. I also love Cinderella. Cinderella is also my favorite girl. But, oh, they were so wonderful. They were also very chatty today, and typically I'm not very chatty. We've already talked about that literally today. But they were wonderful, and I felt myself go into a little bit of a character voice, but it was a lot of fun, and we had good conversations. Now, we got 2 rides, 1 me. I have some ideas, but I also need some pins. So let's just start exploring. And also, we did not miss the rain, but I didn't say this because it happened so fast. I only waited 15 minutes. 15, that was nothing. So let's wander back here. Maybe we can find some pins in the back, find some pins on some cast members. That was such a good thing. That was great. Ah, that was so great. Let's check Bonjour Village gifts. It was not open when we were kind of wandering back here earlier. So new spots, new tries, new cast members. The hunt continues. Pinboard alert, big pinboard alert. Sometimes I'll take pictures and zoom in. Maybe I'll do that. I'll still ask. Ladies and gentlemen, we hit the jackpot. Huge win. A pin I'd not seen even remotely. I was filming it on this and I missed. But check it out. Can you tell what it is? It's the train, which is a ride. I'm so excited. Okay, let's see what year. This one says, wow, this one says 2011. This is the earliest pin I found so far. The Tiana one was from 2017. Look how precious. So y'all, we're gonna go ride the train. Ah! This is a huge win because it means we're down to food and ride. And I feel very excited about both of those prospects. And I didn't even consider a train pin. Oh, I wish I'd gotten that on camera. I also could have asked to like refilm, but sometimes, I don't know, I don't want the cast member to be uncomfortable either, and maybe I'm projecting. I know I'm projecting, but it's okay because I'm excited. Okay, we made it. This is the Fantasyland station. There's a train every 7 minutes. It just does a little loop around the park, but it gives you a really cool kind of behind the scenes of some areas that you wouldn't otherwise see. I think it's a Disney classic, and you should ride at least a section of it. I might do the whole train today. I'm not sure, because if I do one section, it's gonna take me to Main Street, but if I do almost a full lap, it'll take me over to Frontierland, which I've not been to the back of Frontierland, so maybe we can find something. We're gonna see, we're gonna play by ear. We're also gonna watch the weather, and we're gonna have a good time. I'm very excited about my train pin. It's very sweet.
Our trip around the Magic Kingdom is almost complete. I can't thank you enough for spending part of your day with me. And I hope you've enjoyed your journey as much as I've appreciated being a part of it.
All right, we made it. A shop I've not gone into, Critter Co-op. This is the new shop that opened along with Tiana's Bio Adventure. Really, I think it's adorable. There's lots of fun Tiana specific things in here. And I'm hoping some really interesting pins. No cigar in here, no pin board, but I did ask 2 cast members if they had any pins. It was a very fast situation. No dice, but very cool Nick Fury pin. I'm gonna wander towards like the photo area back here and see if maybe there is one cast member, 2 cast members, maybe who might have something. I don't think they will, but I'm just gonna peruse. I'm gonna peruse. It's so crazy to walk through this area now that Tiana's is open, because for so long it was just so quiet and no one was really back here, and the bathrooms are still great, but it was a nice hiding spot, which you can actually see us hide a lot if you go watch Hide and Seek up on the channel right now. And also, this is where I was captured, Capture the Flag, and also Trader. Lots of things happened back here. Thank you so much. Thanks. Oh, I thought, okay, really, the only hope I have is Pinocchio's, which Pinocchio's is fine. It's not what I would recommend if you're eating a Magic Kingdom. It has flatbreads, mainly, but again, not what I would recommend. But what did I just find? But this little beauty. This is a waffle. And I know where I can find a waffle meal right now. You might be thinking, Emma, where can you get a meal that's a waffle? Right here, Sleepy Hollow Refreshments, Liberty Square. And I'm trying something I've not had before. So it's gonna be great fun. This is where you're gonna find a lot of Mickey waffles. You're also gonna find some funnel cakes and some hand-dipped corn dogs. But because I pulled a waffle pin, I'm doing a Mickey waffle. But we're doing a savory one. I did go ahead and mobile order it, which we've talked about earlier. So I'm gonna go around here to the side, which is where you pick up the mobile orders. I'm also gonna get a table while there is one. There are technically 2 entrees that are not considered quick bites. One is the hand-dipped corn dog. The other one is this one. It's the Mickey waffle with sweet and spicy maple chicken. It has a maple sriracha glaze and paisley flakes. It's $11.59, and I'm apprehensive because they used to have here the most incredible waffles. One of their most famous was the fresh fruit Nutella waffle. Gone. And then the other one they had was a spicy chicken waffle. It's like a hand sandwich. What they've replaced the fruit Nutella waffle with, not my favorite. It's fine, but it's just not as good. I fear this will be in the same category. No, I didn't get any syrup. I'm just going to try it as it is, and then there is syrup if I want to add some, but cheers. My first instinct is it's pretty good. It's not as good as the other one because it also had like a slaw that was really nice on top. The one thing I will say, I prefer this over the other fruit waffle because at least the chicken has not made the waffle itself soggy, which is my biggest problem with the other fruit waffle. It's still good and crispy on the outside. Nice and fluffy on the inside. But it's not as good. That being said, I like the chicken. This, if you're gonna get either of the options, I think this is the better of the 2, especially if you're going for sweet and savory. I'm curious about sriracha. I got no sriracha in the first bite. Okay. No sriracha whatsoever. None. No heat. And the chicken itself is a little bit soggy. The breading is. So, it's not bad, but it's not great. And honestly, I would skip this. It just went from one of my favorite Magic Kingdom things to just an okay Magic Kingdom thing. If you're gonna get an entree here at Sleepy, definitely hand-dipped corn dog with the chips. The chips are still incredible. Maybe skip this bad boy. I'm gonna give this an adjunct. It's kind of in the middle. Not great, not bad. But it is an entree. We have one ride left. So I'm gonna check back in some places we've already checked and see if maybe I can find something that might work. We're gonna see. I'm gonna check the ticket office again because I didn't make any trays in here. I'm gonna go back to Fantasyland because the clouds are looking black and I'd like to know where I'm going instead of just wandering. Thinking about something that was here earlier. It depends on if the DVC stand is still open, and it's not! dang. Okay. Okay. We're gonna go towards Storybook and hope for the best at Storybook. Hope for the best at Storybook. This is the last thing. I've been here forever and I can't believe I have stressed myself out. And so now I'm making weird choices. I don't even know what I'm doing right now either. Okay, we're back in the Storybook. We did the pin board on that side. So I'm gonna check the others. I think they actually might have 2 over there because that's a different pin board than the one I saw earlier. But we're gonna talk to some cast members. No, there are 2 pin boards. There are 2 pin boards. Okay, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Play it cool, everybody. Play it cool, play it cool.
Got all my bougie puns right here, then all my basic boring ones right here.
Did you say bougie?
Yeah. I try to keep my bougie ones away from the common poor ones.
Right, gotta keep it.
Yes.
Is that, do you think that's Dumbo? I'm working on collecting that series. I will trade you for that guy then. Let's see if I can get this pin back off. Oh, and I dropped it. There we go. Thank you. I'll pass.
Keep that back.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
No problem.
Hi, George. She's done it. I found a Dumbo pin. We're right here at Dumbo. And if I can get there before it rains, then that means we're finishing on Dumbo. Also, I got nervous because she said these were the bad pins, but I wanted it. So I fibbed. Said I was collecting the whole set. I'm not collecting the whole set, and don't fib. There was no reason to fib right there. So now I feel like I have to collect the whole set. Last ride of the day! I can kick my heels! I'm so excited! Here is our pin. Little baby Dumbo. And we're riding Dumbo. I love Dumbo. It's a Disney classic. I went through a phase where I didn't like how high it got. We're over that now, but he flies up and down. If you're gonna do any of the high flying rides in all of Disney World, do this one. It's the main classic. Who's calling? My mother. Gotta answer this. Last ride, last ride! Woo! Dumbo. We're flying high on Dumbo with my pin. Okay, and just like that, we did it. We hit all our goals. We pin traded. We've been all over the park. And honestly, I'm really surprised where the day took us. Those are not the characters I thought I'd meet. Did not think I'd be eating Mickey waffles. And just a lot of like really fun, chill rides. This was really great. Honestly, I was really surprised by how chill the day was, and I did a lot of stuff that I've not done in a minute. So just a good time overall. This was so much fun. If you guys want to see this in other parks, let me know. If you guys like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. Now if you want to see what a truly perfect day looks like in Magic Kingdom, you can check it out on the channel right now. See you there.